Hi Gemini, welcome to January 2017 and Happy New Year. In January, you may find yourself rolling from one thing to another. You don't need to be in continual motion, whether that's physically or mentally. You could feel scattered. Remember, the jack of all trades is the master of nothing. Make sure you are grounding yourself. Mercury does move direct on January 8th, and this is good news for you. And he will re-enter Sagittarius on the 4th, and then re-enter Capricorn on the 12th. And this is what's contributing to the wanting to go off in all different directions and doing too much, maybe over-promising or over-committing yourself. And that's why it's very important for you to be focused and grounded, and less is more. Promise less, and then you show up as the hero. Under-promise, and then you can be the champion. If you overpromise and then fall short of that, then that gets you into trouble. So be aware that your ruling planet Mercury is all over the place here. He's retrograde till the 8th. He re-enters Sagittarius on the 4th, and then he moves back into Capricorn on the 12th. And so it is going to be pulling you in multiple directions, and that is not a good energy for being focused and centered and achieving what you want. It's better to do just 3 things and master those 3 things than trying to do this and that and this and that. And just because you can doesn't mean you should. So in other words, just because you can paint and you can sing and you can dance doesn't mean that you should be painting, singing, and dancing. Pick 3 things that you're really exceptional at or you're really passionate about, and no more than 3 things. There's something magical about the number 3, in that when we focus on 3 things, we become exceptional at it, feel effective, feel empowered, and that is the goal here, for you to feel empowered and be empowered going into this new year. Now, there is a very intense Cancer full moon on the 12th, and that's because the moon is in Cancer, opposing the Sun and Pluto in Capricorn, and they're all being grand squared by Uranus in Aries and Jupiter in Libra. So this is a fire keg waiting to go off. Now for you, it has to do with what you love and value, what other people love and value, what's important to you, what's important to other people, and this can really create power struggles. So, there could be power plays, manipulation, hidden agendas, power struggles going on either in your family or people you work with. I see mostly with either who you're partnering with, either business partners or the romantic partner that you are coupled with. There could be some sort of power struggle going on here in regards to what you love and value, in regards to your money and your resources, as well as your partner's money and his or her resources. And this is very intense energy that is going to have people acting out in negative ways, because it's activating the Pluto-Uranus energy that's been going on now for 7 years and will continue into 2020 because of these fast-moving planets activating them and then pulling them into it. And it has been a very destructive energy with this Uranus and Pluto. I mean, the positive is, on the one side, it has created many advancements in technology. The challenge is it brings out the shadow side in people, and people can act out in destructive, negative ways and behave badly and, think that they're right. As long as I'm right, then that justifies my bad behavior, which is terrible. And so the way out is through Saturn in Sagittarius, And, Saturn is in harmonious energy flow with Uranus, so you always look for the way out through the trines, through the positive energy or the sextiles. And so, with Saturn being in the area of relationships, is using this, really being practical with your partnerships, really being practical with other people, not being scattered, not saying you're going to do something and then not following through or forgetting it because you've got too much on your plate. You definitely want to dial it down in January so that you are not, getting into power struggles with your partner or other people because you forgot something, or you overpromised something, or you got too much going on and it's scattering you, and this intense energy comes in and shines a light on everything, and it just makes people very reactive and act out in negative ways that are troublesome. There's a lot of power here, and you can harness that power by not reacting, by stepping back, by being patient, and using careful planning. This is a time for cooperation. It's not a month to wing it. This is not the energy to wing anything. You don't want to just shoot from the hip and, or throw the darts and hope they hit the target. You really want to dial it back and practice being grounded. Practice grounding every day. Set your intention to be grounded, to be focused, to be very present, to be here now, to not be, trying to please everybody and be all things to everybody. And then you get caught in this crossfire that's coming at this Cancer full moon, which is really intense. And the North Node is in Virgo. And Virgo, yes, is about service, but it's also about purity, purification. So it's really important to be looking at what is my intentions with family members? What is my intention with my children? What is my intention with others? Do I need to purify my motives? Do I need to purify my body? Do I need to purify my mind? And this is a month to really look at what you can do to purify yourself, your intentions, your family, and really pay attention to what you need. It's going to be, kind of a roller coaster ride in here with these energies being so intense at that Capricorn. The Cancer full moon is opposing Sun in Capricorn. Sun is squaring Uranus exact on the 10th and couples with Pluto on the 7th. So, January is going to be very intense, and there could be power struggles going on with you and other people and what others want from you. And that's why it's so important for you to, work less and make more time for you. Work less and make more life for you. Work less and be very present and focused. And you'll be so glad you did, because it's going to be an intense month, and people you're partnering with may be difficult to deal with at this time because of the Pluto energy. Pluto brings up the shadow side in all of us. He rules the hidden depths in the unconscious and in life. And when he's aspected like this, it can really stir the pot. And Uranus is disrupting things. And it creates impatience and impulsiveness and rash decisions and rash actions. And so you don't want to be, so overextended that you're not realizing that it's going to be so intense and it's out of your control at some point, where you can just feel like, when a fire gets started and it's out of control and you can't get it back. So less is more for you. This first part of January for sure. And, don't be indecisive, don't be impulsive. Really look at, what is my intention here? What is my intention? And do things that support your positive intentions, and not try to take on too much or do too much which can leave you open for power struggles and disruption and impulsiveness that is not going to be helpful. And the way out is through Saturn, which is discipline, being focused, being responsible, being practical, being grounded. That is the best approach to take here in January. Now, the Aquarius new moon is on the 27th, and it is easier, I would say, than the Cardinal Grand Cross at the Cancer full moon. However, it is at the midpoint between Saturn in Sagittarius and Venus and Chiron in Pisces. So there could be more revealed to you about your relationships throughout this month that need your attention, that need your consideration. The Aquarius new moon on the 27th is asking for you to be powerfully self-aware. Come to conscious awareness. Now, Aquarius is your sister sign. It does pour positive energy into any planets you have in Gemini, which is wonderful. However, it is being irritated by Saturn and Venus and Chiron, which means, that it too is going to require your attention and for you to be very self-aware of what you're doing and how it's affecting your relationships, how it's affecting your work, how it's affecting your presence in the world, what you do in the world. Venus and Mars in Pisces are in that area. Mars will move into Aries on the 27th, which is very good. It's good for Gemini, and it's good for increasing prosperity. And so at the Aquarius, in fact, Mars moves into Aries 1 hour after the new moon. So that can help for creative solutions to pressing problems. And for you, I do see the static or the challenges in the area of other people, in the area of relationships, and what's being asked of you or needed from you. And that's why it's better for you to not overload yourself or overpromise or overcommit to things and then find yourself not being able to achieve what you set out to do. And so at the Aquarius new moon, it's really important to become powerfully self-aware. What am I doing? What is driving me? What is my real motivation here? And what are my key strengths? Focus on your strengths. Focus on where you're strong. Do what makes you strong. Do what makes you empowered. Focus on your strengths. And be patient. Patience is going to be really required here in January because these energies are so intense and they are going to be, really, getting people going and, just fighting with each other. And we'll see it in the news. We'll see it with the commentators. We'll see it at work and with people. And so, with Aquarius, it's about being authentic, being who you really are, honoring your uniqueness, honoring your truth, and creating that win-win, right? So, yes, you want to pay attention to what your partner wants from you or others want from you, but you don't want to, sacrifice yourself just to please others. Make sure you're looking at your intention. What is your intention? You don't want to just avoid conflict and then give away the farm, to avoid conflict. Sometimes we have to go at it. Sometimes we have to fight for the farm. We have to stand up for what's right. And we're going to see a lot of that in January. You just want to make sure your intentions are pure. You want to make sure that your intentions are correct, that what's driving you, what's motivating you is what's good for you. what is needed. And if you're doing what's right for you, then things will work out. If you're not doing what's right for you, you will be shown, because it will be mirrored back to you in ways that really bring you to conscious awareness of, I need to take my power back from this situation, or I need to draw a boundary with that situation, and what is important to me? What truly matters to me? What is it that I want? You know, the Aquarius new moon starting in January, the 27th, is opening you up. It's expanding your consciousness. It is about higher power. It is about traveling for adventure and fun, and even if that's a short distance travel, even if it's a travel in the mind, even if it's a travel through your favorite movie, or your favorite book. It's setting yourself free through your imagination, through the power of the mind, through allowing yourself to expand consciousness and rise above the daily drama that we may see very intensely here, in January. And what's cool is the next day is the Chinese Lunar New Year, and 2017 is the year of the rooster. So I think that's interesting, because it seems like there's a lot of roosters out there now strutting their stuff. And so I just find that amusing. And, Mercury is going direct on the 8th. That's always good news for you. And all the planets are direct until February 6th. And so, you can get a lot done, and you can set your intention for what you want to create. Just make sure that you're not doing too much, and then you're not feeling effective, and then you're not hitting the mark. And it's even better for you to do less, like to promise less, to overcommit less, to just take it one day at a time. Like every day, here's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to make I'm not going to overcommit to myself. I'm going to really take it one day at a time and look at, what do I have to achieve today? What do I need to accomplish today? What am I promising today? Be very present. Your power is in the present. Your power is in the here and now. And that is very key for you, and a great strategy for January. And now, for those of you open for love, it is on for you. Jupiter is in that area of romance and true love, for most of this year. And so it is on. It's just the part of the month is very chaotic and crazy. And so, but that doesn't mean love can't happen, because it can happen anywhere, anytime. And so it is on for you. Love is available for you. And the greatest love is loving you, because the more you love you, the more you have to give to others. For those of you coupled, this will be a time to really pool your resources, come together, work to create that win-win. I win, you win, I win. We're in this together. Together we can do anything. Together we are unstoppable. And by really teaming up with your partner, whether that's the romantic partner or your business partners or your colleagues, it is going to help you creatively to feel more confident and feel more ready for opportunities that you could be taken advantage of. Venus and Mars are in that area of work and career, and they always help things move along. And Venus can help to smooth things over. So if, a boss at work or somebody at work is being very difficult because of the Pluto energies, Venus is there to help smooth things over. So you're very charming this month. And so you could absolutely charm people, and which is going to be so needed, especially around that Cancer full moon, where people could really just be going off the rails. Your wit and your charm is absolutely the antidote to the imbalance that we may see in some folks. Spiritually, it's all going for you. It's growing for you. It's on. And it's amazing. And so make sure you're taking time to meditate. Make sure you're taking time to ground yourself. Very important to be focusing, breathing, grounding, centering, and then take action. Health, with the North Node in Virgo, do what strengthens your body. Do what empowers you. Do what purifies you. And you will be living your best life and feeling great. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plus-ing my videos. Gemini, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section, or it's up on the cards. I also have 2 great seminars going on up in the cards if you can't see them, if you're watching on your phone. And it's all about manifesting your heart's desire, prosperity, abundance, love. Both of them are in January, and I would love to see you there. So until next time, Gemini, do what's right for you, stay focused, and less is more.